Today I'm going to show you how to make this invisibility shield, super easy and with very few materials. First, let's make the shield. You can make this with any material, it has to be transparent obviously, and the thickness will also determine how strong it will be. I used 4mm crystal acrylic. As you can see, it's pretty thin and bends quite well, so it'll be more practical for me to handle. I cut it to 140 by 100 centimeters to give the shield a fairly large size, since the sheets we're going to use later, which I'll show you, came in 1 meter by 70 centimeters. I calculated exactly 2 sheets and cut them to that size. It comes with a protective layer that you shouldn't remove, since it's very useful for marking on top and then cutting it. I cut the acrylic with a jigsaw using the thinnest blade I had. Cut at a very slow pace to prevent cracking. Doing it slowly is crucial, as rushing can easily cause it to break. And imagine if the acrylic cracks, it won't be useful anymore. And since it's not particularly cheap, at least this one wasn't for me. It shouldn't go to waste. Once you've cut it, if you can remove that protective layer it comes with, which is like a vinyl, it's just there to keep the acrylic from getting scratched. Now we're going to get 2 aluminum profiles. I used 2 that are 1 inch by 1 inch and 1 millimeter thick, which is more than enough. This is to put them on the sides of the acrylic and then run a strap through the middle to tighten the acrylic and bend it. As you can see, the aluminum profiles, what they do is make sure the strap doesn't tighten in one specific spot, but rather evenly across the whole sheet. And this makes the acrylic bend evenly as well, so it doesn't end up with deformities where the strap tightens more. I put 3 on it, 1 at the top, another at the bottom, and another in the middle, so it doesn't bend differently at the ends, let's say, or bend separately. And keep checking it as you tighten it, making sure it's perfectly aligned each time. It's not really important for it to be exactly perfect, but just do the best you can. Now we're going to bend it, let's say. We're going to make sure it's bent like this. For that, we'll need to apply heat. The more heat, the better. What I did was put it face down like this and put a heater on one of the ends, set the heater to maximum power and left it like that. It took several hours, around 2 to 3 hours on each side. As you can see, after removing the tie-down straps, it remained curved like this. If you're going to do it, ensure it has roughly the same curvature. The angle of the curvature of the parabola isn't that important, but it should have some kind of curve like this, just like the one in the video. I also added a handle made of acrylic to hold it, but honestly, I didn't like it. The way it turned out, it didn't seem very practical to me, so I ended up removing it later. I wanted to share this idea with you in case some of you might like it. Honestly, it didn't work for me. Now, let's get to cleaning it well so there's no dirt left and so it looks better. I mean, if you can't see the dirt, it's better. That's why I cleaned it with a bit of alcohol and some patience. And now let's talk about the main component of this project. They're the lenticular sheets. You've probably seen them because they're used to make those 3D pictures that you've surely seen many times in your life, especially when you were a kid. This has a sheet on the front, which is simply a piece of plastic. Using a series of lenses that, like in those pictures, create a 3D effect by bending light to achieve various effects. Like, for example, in this case, making things invisible, in quotes, whatever we put behind it. And it works like this. It's pretty interesting. It's simply a plastic sheet that has a bunch of tiny lenses on one of its surfaces, and it's measured by lenses per inch, which means lenses per inch. Mine is 75 lenses per inch. What it does is that when the light enters, it bends it, and you can't see what's right in front, right behind it. If buying these sheets, ensure they have the highest lenses per inch possible. Mine are 75. But the higher the lenses per inch, the more resolution, in quotes, whatever is behind it has, let's say, better image quality, so to speak. Let's put it on the shield with the rough side facing out. You can attach it using any adhesive you prefer, such as glue or super glue. What I used is a transparent tape, one of those used for packing. I just put it on one side, folded it, and stuck it on the back. And honestly, it turned out really well. You can barely tell it's folded. I didn't stick it with glue because glue leaves a white residue. It would have been very noticeable, which I disliked. As you can see, I already tried it on the workshop with a broom I had there, and I realized that the effect was working really well. Here you can clearly see the effect. What it does is deflect the light. We see what's on the sides of the shield, so to speak. And whatever we put right behind it becomes impossible for us to see with the naked eye, since the light we receive is bent and what is right behind it isn't reaching us. Place it anywhere you desire and test it as you see fit. Standing directly behind it will make you invisible. The effect is amazing and I think it turned out really well. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so I can upload and make more videos. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.